roll call. Steve Blybrand,
Here.
David Maddox,
Here.
Scott Elliott,
Here.
Teresa Hartwick, Tony Perkins, absent.
All right, first item on the agenda are some minutes we've got to get approved. The first one in your packet should be the one from 6/2/26. This will be our regular meeting. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the June 2nd meeting minutes.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, then we had the special meeting, from, 6/23.
I apologize for not getting these read beforehand, but I'm pretty sure Tony made the motion on Form 103 and 104, and I second.
I don't have my notes from there.
So
I can make those corrections though.
if
That's
it
what you
needs,
want.
if it needs correcting, that's what
Hold
I'll
on.
do. I'm just going off my memory. May not be
A
good.
lot better than mine.
So you think they should be flip-flopped?
On 103 and 104, I'm almost certain Tony made the motion.
Okay.
Okay, on this track, can I get a second? First and a second?
Motion.
You made the motion. You will make you make a second.
Okay.
A second. With the changes, if the notes prove it out. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We got no public on. Just, if you came in there, we'll see who's here. Jane's gonna try to step away and not have to be at all these meetings anymore. So, she'll still be here for some of them, budgets, big contracts, things like that. Her and I are trying to work it out, if you think she needs to be here, or she thinks she needs to be here. So, after this meeting, I'll be taking minutes. Your minutes are about to get a whole lot shorter, guys, okay? It'll be, the required stuff. If there was discussion, there was discussion, and we'll have all the motions, in there. Jamie and I kind of worked out the flow, and I think the instructions are pretty good. I can get the things done. So, we should be good to go on that, and we'll work our way through it. Operational reports, you have those, the big cover sheet, and then everything goes with it. We're using the baby excuse again here, you know, I mean, we're not sure on the reconciliations just how far we are on the cash, but, you know.
Yeah, she was working on them
She's
whenever
working on them,
when she
and
left. That's
Jason-
probably what sent her into labor, thanks God.
Yeah, but, we'll get it sorted out. It's really, I can kind of piece it together and it will become, critical, and we can do some transfers that may not be 100% correct in order to, when we get into that October, November timeframe on budgets, that we have that. The biggest thing I noticed on we're still way under production from last year, which we need to be. Remember last year we were pumping water into a creek from 2 ends of a 4-inch line. So we're almost 11,000 gallons under in production. Some of that is, some of it is. We're also under on revenue, still. Yeah, quite a bit, so kinda anxious to see if we work our way through that or what happens there. And this is not the budget, this is this number on the bottom is year comparison. So, you know, days, we're dead on days, so it's the bottom of the sheet there. This bottom one. So, something to keep an eye on. I think from a cash on hand standpoint, if I kind of work through the numbers, it's not that bad. So, sure be nice to have another $50,000 in it, but, you know. Anyway, that's 2 cents on that. As far as the water plant, we had one whole weekend there where we actually made some water for a little bit. Otherwise, we're just chugging along like the world just keeps going around. So, we're gonna get into a little bit, talk about, what we've got left to spend out of the capital account and where that's at, so we'll get to that here in a minute. I'm gonna leave that around for me. GIS system, still working on getting it up to date and caught up. Did you ever get the file transferred from them to you, or have you got everything from them that you're gonna get in there? Other than the new lines?
Everything's in there. I have a map in my water plant that we are changing a few things that the wastewater is doing the same thing, so there's a few things that are wrong, we'll make sure they're right, so.
Okay, but you loaded the file and you're just tweaking the file?
Okay, so, and then I think he gave us, let's give us a
Are you talking the GIS or the overall maps?
yes, the overall maps.
Overall.
The overall map, so, yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So the GIS though, it's all should be working.
yeah, the GIS is all in there, but I think that got transferred in there, so some of that was. But you get your chance to buy, but I got that laid out.
We got a couple of big wall maps like that for their office,
Yeah.
given for the system once it was.
I took some things out, added some things.
Okay. But the main file from GIS is loaded?
Always, yeah.
And so you're just,
You can go in there and click on it, it'll tell you
Yep.
hydrant, you know, so.
Okay.
it's-
okay,
And we're adding to it.
good.
We're done with the pictures and that, so.
Have you gone through your whole maps yet, or have you
So
done?
we're doing it as we speak, so.
Okay.
So,
You got any idea how long that process is gonna take?
it's just, no,
Yeah.
but I mean, if we jumped on it, it wouldn't take very long at all. Like I say, we take a picture of the whole page, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
and then put it where that sub is, or, you know, so.
Mhm.
It's pretty simple. Same thing would be with the Rhino and
Yeah.
Lamar, so, because it has all the notes written right there on it, you know, you just go to that.
I mean, you think this year, next year, would be?
I push it into next year,
Next
because
year.
my months are getting ready to get busy.
Oh,
And we'll-
yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, well, then we might be building a water line, another water line, so.
Well, and not only that, then we'll talk about that at the top.
Okay, we're always talking about that topic, because it's so much fun.
Yeah. Yes, next year.
Okay, Rye Hill Phase 1 line. If you've been down the road, I don't know what it was, whatever day it was, right before the 4th, they did show up and finally put some stone mat down and did some grading, so one of you two wanna talk about where we're at with Phase 1 and what's going on?
Yeah, so we've both driven it, looked at it, don't think that they're all the way done, 100%. I think they kind of left in a hurry because of the 4th, but they did get the Yoakum yard and the Kern yard, which are the two that were, filing complaints really to
Yeah.
Chris. So those they did do, and those are the ones they put the straw on.
Well, I think the other areas, it's not somebody's front yard.
Yeah, a lot of the field stuff, but there is some, I was picking up some rocks today that I wouldn't want to needs to pay equipment lines, so, I think what we've decided is that they've turned in quantities, they've turned in a pay application, but it was today, so we didn't get it for this meeting. Our thought is that Troy is gonna come back one time and check the quantities on that, and that we would pay them for the quantities, but we'd probably withhold around 25,000 in retainage for them when they come back in the September timeframe.
I was gonna say, they're planning on coming back in the fall,
Yeah,
correct?
cause they only got maybe half or 60% come up in any kind of grass when they did it this summer,
I
so.
think 60 was probably, I don't know what kind of grass they used, but
Yeah.
they did something better.
Yeah, they just didn't get it in at the time, they got it in when it was dry, and then this last time it was too wet, so probably withhold 25, maybe $30,000 dollars in retainage, and make sure that they come back in September. Normally, you don't want to plant grass again until like September 15th is the rule of thumb, so.
Oh, I wouldn't want them to wait until spring.
But you're withholding right now, I think, around $40,000 in
Yeah,
retainage. So you would kind of pay them for what they've done to date, release maybe another 10,000 back to them, and then hold on to 25 or 30. So that pay application would be up for your guys' review at the regular August meeting. So
Have you done a substantial completion on phase?
I haven't yet. I wanted to talk to this group and to Chris, but to me, substantial completion was probably reached. I would call it that week after they fixed the water main break there on 700. You know, some of this stuff like the seating and straw and grading is more like a warranty item or a punch list item and less of like actual use of, like, you guys have been using the water main now for a couple of months, so you kind of accepted it.
We were using it with the break curve, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So I
yeah.
was gonna kind of push that substantial completion because we had the issues with the brake and they had to come and fix it and stuff, with some mechanical problems there, but, that date, I'll probably make like June 12th, is that Friday after the break, that they had it all fixed,
I'm okay with that if he is.
but,
Yeah,
I mean, that starts your warranty. So that starts your
Well,
warranty on the
you're
pipe.
late enough that, like, in the grass seeding and stuff, if they don't have it corrected by March or April, you know, you gotta get it, you gotta get it September, October, come back in March or April and finish up any last little bit. When you get into June or July,
Yeah, and you'll actually get a year from June for the pipe, and then you'll actually get until when they finish in, say it's mid-September.
Oh, okay.
You'll get all the way back around to
Okay.
next
All
fall
right.
on that.
well, that was what I was getting at, when it doesn't do us any good on the grass seed to have a completion in July.
No, so
We
they,
plant all the grass we want, once you're done.
they actually had to be done substantially complete too, I think it was the end of June 30th, so we don't really wanna get into in July anyway, and, I mean, I don't think it's worth
I'm
substantially.
okay, and I would like, Jane did a letter, what, back in April or May, it's somewhere in here. And I wanted to put the substantial completion with it, so if we can have that at our August meeting, then we can finalize that letter, put it with it, and send it off.
Sure.
When was that break?
The
June.
6th, I think, maybe.
Yeah, first part of June, right there, you don't go, it's just up the hill.
What was the cause of it? I mean, I guess that came up that last meeting.
they pushed the pipe too far up the trail. Correct. I don't know, and it passed the pressure test, yeah, but it must have been buried. Because once it went, so.
So we'll
I
have,
thought it was several
SSB in
people were
August,
saying
at the August meeting, we'll
Yeah.
have.
I'm not gonna hold my breath, we thought that was gonna be in April when they
Yeah,
sent us that.
and then we should have the substantial completion letter. Will there be two, or will you put it on one that says pipe is this date?
There'll be a preliminary substantial completion, which will be June 12th, and then
Yeah.
we'll give them a final at the end when they're done in September, yeah.
We're gonna send them that, I'm gonna send that one to the county for June, so.
Yeah.
Because that's, we wanna clarify,
Close it.
the pipe is working and, pipe is completed and being used.
So, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this afternoon, I got a call from him.
Okay,
Okay, so right up from that break,
yeah,
or right below that break where that big culvert is.
Yeah.
It goes across the road.
yeah,
So he said at the beginning of this job, there was a whole lot more riprap there than there was now.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't remember it being in there.
Well, he said actually on the other side, you see what washed it.
I mean, we have a, if you wanna pay for some riprap there, we have a price for tonnage of riprap in it, if you want to put
It's,
some.
well, I mean, like I said, I didn't even have time to let them look at it, but, I told him that we were having a meeting tonight, we would discuss it, because he goes, if it's not you guys with the county doing it, and I'm like, well, I need to look at this, so.
I just, you and Russ can work it out, if you gotta put riprap in, if there was, or it's worse suited.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, that's, when that's probably blue, I mean, it could lose.
And, I mean, the price,
Well, then with the, on top of the water, we have, I mean, you know.
the price that you guys would pay for us to do that is $365 a ton, so that's pretty steep. You know, so maybe it's something.
Maybe something we wanna do something to do.
Yes, oh, no, I just.
Yeah, that would be a
This,
look, you know.
this was the first I've heard of this.
That'd be $7,300 for basically a load of riprap, triaxle.
And a bucket, and a bucket, and a bucket might do it.
Yeah, might make them happy, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
definitely
I'll-
need a truckload.
You can still charge it, like we're doing the rock for the road, you can still charge it out and just put the notes on it so that Jay knows that. You can still charge it as part of the project, but just do it yourself.
But like I said, this was new to me, so. I gotta tell you.
We can,
Yeah.
Let's, before we get off to phase two, let's go through your pay request here. Part of this is, we're gonna get at is, gonna be when we get ready to talk about phase two here. So, I mean, we can just approve it and then come back and talk about it. Got a pay request at your place for $54,018.50. I'm sure they said that last, you're just gonna have to. For engineering work on both phase one and phase two. And we would need a motion to pay that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yes. Okay, so phase two. Engineering wise, where are we at before we get over to?
sure, plans are done, they're pretty well shelved, sitting on the shelf, ready to bid. We gotta start applying for permits yet, we're gonna have probably a IDM permit, an NDOT permit there at the diocese, and a county road, county highway crossing permit. Not really concerned with any of them, I don't think we're gonna have a big issue, but we'll probably start applying for those in August and make sure we have a good 60 days before we gotta put it out for bid, but
So we went up for phase two, we're gonna still owe you for bidding.
yeah, bidding,
Bidding and then construction engineering for phase two.
yeah, and just a little bit on the design, we haven't built all of it out, because we're haven't bid it out yet, haven't.
If we got a bid, but there can't be even bidding, it's usually not that much, I don't remember what the quote was.
10,000, I think, on this round, 10,000 in bidding,
Oh, there it
and
is.
20,000 for construction engineering, so. On that invoice, I think it has the amounts, they're just not billed out.
Oh, there it is. Let me read. 10 to 20. You think the 20 is gonna cover the construction engineering?
Yeah, well, that's a lump sum, we won't go over that, we'll just handle it on our end, if we bust, it's really our Or
And we've already got the easements, everything's done on easements for phase two.
Yeah, we got the church
So
in May.
those
so-
bills are done, we
Yeah.
paid those.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really just the construction engineering, a little bit on phase one, all of it for phase two. And then kind of the big one is the inspection, which, you know, as a group, we overran the original budget for phase one with the extra portion that we did on 700.
Yeah.
So we actually started eating into the inspection budget for phase two. I think we've eaten into that budget around 12,000, 13,000 so far. We don't have a lot left. Troy's gonna be down here maybe a couple of days to check he'll be down here a day to check this quantities, and then he'll be back in the fall to make sure they clean it up.
At our August meeting, then will you have an invoice that kind of gets you caught up?
Yeah, and with this
Because
invoice,
this only gets us up through May.
yeah, it gets us pretty close.
Gets us- I mean, there's not, unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of activity.
In May or June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so August we'll have kind of sort of the final true up for SBL, and then we'll have the, kind of catch you up. So.
Yeah, I think it's about 10 more that we've had in those 2 months for
Okay.
inspection, so. That number there that I gave you, it's about 35,000 left on the inspection for phase two, so.
Okay.
That just might be something we have to talk about as a group, if we want more inspection, that'll get us about 2 months of inspection time for this next phase, which it's a lot smaller, but, I think that the reason we've ate into it so much on this one is just because SLB is just dragging on it, unfortunately, but
Okay.
you got a good price from,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, I mean, you guys haven't seen, but 40,000? Is that what final, when we do the square up address? Well,
Oh.
I'm sitting on it. Hang on.
Yeah, that worked out for you guys, so we did a change order for 115,000 or so in January to do that extra length there, and actually that, you're gonna get a reduction, on the square up. We underran quantities by about 40,000, so, that.
So we're a little over on some of the inspections, but we're gonna come in about 40,000 under on the other side, so.
Yeah.
And the reason for the questions is, we're getting ready to start budgets, and then we are going to have, bids. And we kind of need to know, once the bid comes in, what are all the other things we gotta add to it. So,
Yeah, because you want to bid the crossing there at the diocese as an alternate,
Right.
may or may not be able to accept
Yes.
it.
Yes. The, little sheet you gave me here, phase two,
Yeah,
you got 460 on there. Is that doesn't include the road crossing?
no, there is some contingency, but, I mean, that,
Yeah.
I guess that budget is kind of my budget, how I'm building it, not necessarily what your budget, cash is, so on it, so.
Yeah, I was just curious, what, the remaining, without the diocese thing,
Yeah, that was that 450,000 or so. If you get another SLB to come in, like if they had to do it for the same unit prices they were doing now, you're probably in the high threes. But if you take a little, if you don't get that low of a bid, somebody doesn't cut that close, you're gonna be in the fours probably, so.
okay.
The highway bore will be probably 80 to 100,000.
Figured 100 would be the highway, so. 37%.
In addition.
Yes, in addition. Okay, I think that's everything I have on phase two. When, have you picked a day on the calendar, we have a November something meeting. Have you picked a day yet, or when you're gonna send the bids out, or are you
We'll put it out 30 days before your November
Okay.
meeting. So we'll open the bids at your November meeting.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else, any questions, anything you guys got on phase 1 or 2 that I haven't? It really was nice to drive down the road and see those straw mats.
I'm hoping they didn't just put them on there to cut
Yeah,
them
they
out.
may be grassy under them, I don't know, you know, but it sure was nice.
We had good straw balls out there, so.
Yeah.
He didn't leave this time. He was still out there. I went out there 3 different times and he was out there.
Who, Russ?
Dan.
Man. I think he's only
He's
getting
there.
He was standing there with him, right in hand.
Anything else on, anybody have any questions on what's going on? Okay. That's all I got on the project, you can skedaddle if you want to.
All right, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks. See you guys.
I'll just skip across the next, because we're not gonna do anything with that ordinance now anyway, so talk to me about lead testing, because you already kind of, voted it out.
Well, I'm at the end of the rope on that thing, so my goal now is to have 51 services dug up by the end of
That
October.
is the final number you got for
Yes.
21 water was, you got that, and did they give you that list, or did they tell you just?
They picked it.
They picked the list,
They picked the
okay.
list, so I plan on starting on that next week. I was gonna do it this week, but a couple water leaks changed my mind on that, but, so next week.
51.
So
51. So would I call this a random sample, is that how they come up with this?
They
number?
did, so I'll send you the list, okay?
Okay,
That way you'll get an idea. I'll just send it to all.
okay, yeah, just shoot it out to everybody.
That way you'll see, because most of them tomorrow, where I get all,
Yeah,
a few, I mean, they just, it's like a random
Yeah.
location. They had one still in the village, which is good, I'll do that one myself. I know what it is, so.
okay,
But, so, that's gonna take a lot of time, so I plan on doing that 2 days a week. You know, me and Paul's gonna start out doing it to see,
what's it called?
yeah.
Well, you say dig up the service, do you dig up at the
Front and
connection
back.
out of the road, or
Front of the meter, back of the meter.
what the meters in the house?
The majority of these will not be,
Okay.
so. And then,
But
if
sure,
if
you only have
it
one.
happens to be, then I just gotta go to my shut off and do it either side of the shut off, so.
So when you can't tell enough by the pit, there's not enough of the line coming into the setter, that goes outside the pit.
Most of them are buried. Especially, you know, when you get into the pastures and then, I mean, it won't be that, well, I don't wanna say that, but I mean,
You
it'll be
plan on physically digging them, or using the super shucker and suck?
back, go back also. That's why me and Paul's gonna start out doing this, so that way we are gonna have the manual, I'm gonna call some locates in on some of them. You know, if it is quicker to take a couple scoops out with the mini, then back it, it may be better, but, you know, it's a lot of work.
Yep.
For what they want, so. But this will keep us in compliance till 2032, I think it is.
Okay.
And who knows,
What's your-
who knows what they're gonna do then.
Yeah, what's your, deadline as far as legal deadline to have 51 done? Not what you'd like to do, what's your drive?
October 30th.
October 30th, you have to have all 51 done.
I don't think I have to have it, it would benefit.
They have to put some kind of document together to show what you've done, like a plan, because if a plan due to.
They already got it. Yeah, so that's what 120 water is doing for us. I'm gonna take, they said I didn't even have to do it, but I'm gonna take pictures and some things, you know, send to them, so we got it, you know, so. I won't do them all. You know,
Yeah.
Randomly pick some, you know, like I said, so, but this, and then of course, I got my lead drinking water samples, I gotta have them done.
What was it you already done, your
No.
the 20 at one time or whatever it is?
Actually, they're low, you know, I got 14 days yet. They used to make us do it all at once, you know, give all 20 customers the same time. And I accomplished that one time, and since I've been doing this, but, so now I've got a little bit better game plan. Me and Paul's gonna do most of that in the evenings.
Okay.
That's, you can catch all the people, because the guy has a signature, so.
All right. Any questions on any of that? You got anything else?
Then the other thing I wanted to talk a little bit, so, which I thought I'd talk to you guys about this, but I didn't. Alliance of Indiana, they give out scholarships every year,
Okay.
and I have applied for them for the last, I think we've done it 3 years now. So Paul got one, the year that, a couple of years it is, but he got it, in Falkenberg, wastewater side of it, and now Dylan Warren is, and he just finished his 1,000 on the job training. So, which is kind of a big deal, so, but they pay 100% of the scholarship classes. I mean, it's a pretty big deal, but we also, in saying that, you know, we gotta put in our willingness, you know, so, which there's an employer wage schedule and stuff, which, I don't know if you've seen those, so, but I forgot so you can see it. So.
Is this, paying for the class, or you have to
No,
change?
this would be a increase in his wage.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
No, we don't, the class is 100% paid for, we don't have to, no, it's big dollar, so, I mean, I think it's only like $5,000 or something, there's a lot of money, so.
So you would have, in our, handbook, there's, if they get certain training, then you can,
Yes,
so,
yeah,
and-
and these are very,
and then, you know, I don't know about the rest of them, my version is, you can't train them enough, and
No.
if we say they pass course X and they're supposed to get it, then they get it. But, you know, as far as if that number meets our number,
it's part of employment now, so.
Yeah.
Because anybody that I hire on the water side, we're starting to do it on the wastewater side too, that we give them 3 years.
yeah,
Certification, so.
yeah.
Because it's gonna be such a big deal, the more we get into this.
Oh, yeah, it's.
EPA and, I mean,
Yeah,
they're-
they have to do that, and we you know, I think the thing, you know, maybe talk to Russ about is making sure that our wage scale, the things we pay for, is staying in line with that kind of, or better, you know.
so,
When it comes to paying wages, you're gonna really have to do something crazy to make me nervous about it.
well, like I say, I mean, certified operators are a big deal.
Yeah, we gotta have them, we gotta continue. And you,
Silver tsunami because everybody's retiring.
oh, sure. And so we, you know, and it's a, you know, it's not just you're competing with water operators, you're competing with, you're competing with, you know, okay, they're technical at this, or they're technical at AC, or they're technical at plumbing. So you've gotta compete, I mean, you're not just competing with other water people, you know, you're competing with different trades.
Well, what I found in the last 5 months, trying to hire somebody,
Yeah,
is a nightmare, so.
yeah,
it's-
and everybody has that, it's not just.
Everybody that wants to work is working, like what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else on that?
No,
And following right up with that, you can see on the bottom of the, my agenda, I guess it's on there, is the budgets. We are, getting to that time, August, we'll talk, just general discussions. When will they set the wage in the town, they set that increased range. and-
I haven't got the increase yet from the DLGF on what the growth quotient's gonna be. They usually base it off of that.
Okay,
So I haven't received.
well, you know, stuff
information
like
yet.
that.
We should
trucks.
have our first budget workshop here at the end of July with,
Okay.
the council. So I should know by then.
All this will be just, you know, we're gonna talk about September meeting, we'll have August numbers, and, you know. Everybody except some of us knows the routine. And, you know, we'll have September numbers, October meeting, we'll try to get the operating one pretty tweaked. And then November, after the opening of the bids. November, December, we'll tweak the capital based on, because the only capital thing is basically Ryan Hill. And have it all done by December.
I am gonna go up next week, it's about that enforcement stuff, so we have it on GIS.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that this week too.
So,
So I changed my mind, so.
all right. How about vouchers?
Going out with the bang.
Well, now, I tell you what, here we go. We have vouchers in the amount of $316,424.70. And we can't blame it on Chris, and on bond company.
It wasn't me.
The bond company wants their money, so that's what all that is, in and out of the bonds.
Make a motion to pay vouchers in the amount of $316,424.70.
I'll say.
All those in favor?
Alright,
All right, I will slide these down to you, Steve, and
Okay.
you can start signing, and we'll work them this way.
I say.
All those in favor?